lashes. I got my brows beautified, touched up, whatever. At my 4-week checkup. So, she just added in a couple things, and I can't wear makeup again for 10 days, so there's that. Anyways, let's get into some drama because there's a lot. Again, I have my notebook so that I could reference my notes because I did my homework. So you see me looking off, that's why. Okay, so we are going to start our drama off with James Charles. Now, there is a lot of drama that James has gotten himself into recently. Well, up until recent, he kind of was staying out of drama, doing his own thing with the little TikTok crew, and getting into that world over there, and bringing them into the YouTube world, and having them on his channel. I know he did a video with Addison, and he did a video with Charlie, and a couple other TikTokers, so whatever, there's that. But as of recent, he has gotten himself into a lot of it of drama. So to kick off the drama with James, to start, he, every couple months, like every month, has come out with a new merch, and it's called Sisters Apparel. He was with Jeffree Star's merch line, Killer Merch, and then they had that falling out, and now he has his own merch line called Sisters Apparel. Well, every month, like I said, he's been coming out with new merch, and, pushing the merch and having his TikTok friends wear the merch, so on and so forth. So fans have been complaining all over TikTok and Instagram and YouTube that they have not gotten their Sisters Apparel that they ordered from like 2 launches ago. So he recently came out with a launch that we're going to talk about in just a minute because there's some drama surrounding it. But before this one, the launch before that was like a cotton candy theme launch, and the one before that was like butterflies or something. And fans are complaining that they did not get their merch that they paid for, right? This is hard-earned money. I get that he's a millionaire, but these, a lot of these people are super young children, and their parents are probably paying for it, but some might have saved up, a whole paycheck to get a hoodie from James, and they're not getting it. And supposedly these people are reaching out to James' customer service through Sisters Apparel, and they are not getting back to them, or kind of just brushing it off, which is terrible. And James has not talked about it, has not addressed it, just keeps putting out more merch and more merch. It's like, I don't know, that really rubbed me the wrong way. You need to take care of your customers and, appreciate that these people are willing to support you and buy your merch. Take the time to check into customer issues, you know what I mean? Like, not cool. Then, as of recent, within the last couple weeks, James has come out with new merch yet again, and has been advertising it everywhere, like literally shoving it down people's throats, having everybody on TikTok wear it, in their TikTok videos. And so it was color blocking. Now, color blocking, you probably have seen it. as you can see in the photos, they are the same exact colors. You can pick any color in the rainbow. I mean, how many colors are there? There's hundreds, probably thousands of colors. They are the same exact colors as Teddy Fresh's hoodie. It's the same item. They're both hoodies. And they're in the same exact places. It is literally like identical. The only difference is the logo. Everything else is exactly the same. So James was obviously getting a ton of backlash from his audience when he posted and announced that he was coming out with his color blocking apparel, hoodies, etc., etc. And he got a ton of backlash, and supposedly he said that he'd never seen the line before and, didn't get inspiration from it, didn't even know that it existed. Well, so the owner of Teddy Fresh, her name is Gila, and Gila's husband's name is Ethan. Ethan, when they seen this, was obviously incredibly upset. It's like, getting your idea stolen, and that's incredibly frustrating. Sometimes that happens on YouTube and in other places, and it's just a very frustrating thing. Same with like authors, when their, books get copied or whatever, like it just happens a lot. So you can imagine that they were extremely upset when they seen their hoodie on James and him saying that this is his design, and pretty much saying that he thought of it and that they designed this and it's something new and fresh, when in reality it is a carbon copy of Teddy Fresh's hoodie. So Ethan took to Twitter and tweeted his frustrations and said that James's audience is so huge and that everybody's just going to automatically assume that Teddy Fresh stole the idea from James if they've never heard of Teddy Fresh before, or if they've never seen, that hoodie. And then they see it a couple months from now, they're gonna think that Teddy Fresh ripped off James's idea and start, attacking them and coming for them and trying to, cancel the brand. And then he also went on to say that he understands that him and his wife didn't invent color blocking, but he did say that, they invented that color scheme on that hoodie in that particular pattern, and that James's was identical to theirs. And he said something along the lines like, if it was different colors, or even if there was like one different color in the hoodie and it wasn't exactly the same, he wouldn't have made that big of a deal of it. But because it's literally a twin to their hoodie, he had to say something. Then his wife Gila, which is the owner of Teddy Fresh, tweeted photos of her drawing out the design of the hoodie back in 2017. So essentially, she posted a photo of herself back in 2017 when she was sketching up the drawing for this hoodie, just to kind of prove, like, here's the proof. I thought of this. This was our idea. I sketched it up. I thought of it in my brain. I put it on paper and I made it happen. Like, this was our idea. So then conversation and you didn't reply. Ethan then replied to James's tweet and said, I give you permission to share our conversation. You replied, James, and said you were going to sell them anyways. You also admitted the similarity wasn't a coincidence. I DM'd you to keep this quiet and between just us, but I found your response to me dismissive and combative, which I can totally see. I don't know if you guys know or remember, but back, when James first came out with his Morphe ballad, Wet n Wild came out with a ballad that was just like James's, and James lost his shit, like literally lost his mind, went on to an Instagram rant, went on to a rant on Twitter, saying, that Wet n Wild ripped off his idea and blah, blah. But it's okay for you, James, to go ahead and rip off a smaller company's idea. So that's pretty much the tea on that situation. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that James ripped off the idea from them, or do you think that it's just a coincidence that they ended up making the same hoodie as Teddy Fresh? Let me know your thoughts. So our next drama topic is about Dixie D'Amelio and Noah Beck. Now, they are TikTok stars, and Dixie D'Amelio is the older sister of Charlie D'Amelio. Charlie does a lot of dancing on TikTok, where Dixie is more of like a free spirit, kind of silly. Her TikToks, like, she can't dance, she doesn't have any rhythm, but she doesn't try and like hide it. She's very like, I can't dance so hard, but she sings. And she came out with a song, I forget what it's called, but she just came out to a remix of that song, and she was dating Griffin. And so she had a boyfriend named Griffin. If you don't know, if you don't watch TikTok, some people don't. So she had a boyfriend named Griffin. And I guess they broke up, but it was still very, very fresh breakup when this remix music video came out. And Dixie came out and made like a TikTok kind of teasing this music video and showed that Noah Beck was going to be in it. Now, about a week before the music video, it had come out that her and Noah were at a party together, and they were very, very cuddly, kind of like very flirtatious and cuddling on a couch together. And they just came out and were like, you know what, we're just really good friends, we're besties, blah, blah, blah. Well, Dixie goes ahead and puts out this teaser to get people excited for her music video launch. And in this teaser, it shows her and Noah very cuddly on the beach. And then it cuts to a clip of them about to kiss. When I tell you that TikTok went crazy, they literally like broke the internet with that teaser. So then she finally posts the music video, and people were like, was that fake? Was it just something to get people to want to watch the video? Did they even really kiss in the video? The video comes out, and they definitely kissed, and it wasn't just a little peck kiss. It was a passionate kiss on the beach, like all in each other's arms, and she had like her head laying on Noah's legs at one point. And then they did interviews afterwards, a few days afterwards, easier to kiss him being my best friend than it would be to kiss a stranger, which, if I had a best guy friend, I don't think I'd be like making out with them. I don't know. Maybe I would. I don't know. But supposedly, that's what she said. That's what they're going with. They're saying that we're just best friends and it was just a music video. So, then the next part of our drama video is about Patrick Starrr, which is a beauty YouTuber on YouTube, and he just came out with a makeup line called One Size, like one size fits all type deal. So it's supposed to be very inclusive and, you know, for everybody. That's why it's named One Size, if you didn't know. So he comes out with this brand, right? And Selena Gomez comes out with her brand, Rare Beauty. Now, typically, I am not really about all of these celebrities coming out with makeup brands. Kind of seems like a cash grab, in a sense, right? For some of them. But I personally don't think that Selena did it for the wrong reasons. She has a mission statement that she's going to be donating, I think she said like $10 million in a year, or in 10 years, something like that, from the proceeds of this makeup brand to mental health organizations, which is absolutely amazing. And she didn't like plaster her name and her face all over the packaging. Like, it wasn't that. She said that she wanted it to be about, you know, the mission statement and not about her coming out with a makeup brand, if that makes sense. So she came out with a pretty big line of makeup, and everybody and their mother was reviewing it on YouTube. I bought a couple things from the line, but I didn't want to do an individual video just because so many other people have done one. So I'm just gonna throw that stuff into like a humongous haul of makeup that will be coming soon. But Patrick Starrr ended up reviewing the brand, and you know, some other makeup brand owners like Kristen Dominique and a few other people did reviews of the brand, and they didn't advertise or push their brands at all. Manny MUA, he didn't talk about his brand at all in the video. Patrick Starrr does a review, and he literally, the whole entire video was pushing his brand of makeup. He did like a split screen and showed him applying Selena's makeup brand, and then on the other side of the screen it was literally a commercial for his brand. Like, no joke. The video's still up if you want to go check it out. It's so cringe. I don't think I've ever watched something so cringe on YouTube. I mean, maybe, but it was up there with cringe. It was pretty bad. He like compared her liquid black eyeliner to his and swatched his and said that he liked his better and gave reasons why he liked his better. What else? There was literally like 6, 7, 8 different times that he compared her brand to his and kind of talked down on her brand. Not once did he mention in the video what the mission statement was. He just pretty much bashed it and talked down about it but not in a blunt way. Like, he talked down the brand with like that fake niceness, do you know what I mean? But also like, oh, and here's mine, so creamy, like that kind of a thing. It just was so uncalled for and so tacky in my opinion, and in a lot of other people's opinions, it rubbed people the wrong way. So yeah, let me know if you've seen his review of the brand and what you thought about it. If you thought it was cringy too. And to finish off the video like we did last time, Tati Westbrook is still missing. Is she coming back? Is she not? In new beauty gossip news, her LA home is on the market. It is for sale. I believe it's selling for $4 million if any of you guys would like to buy it. So yeah, I don't know. Does that mean that she's done with YouTube? Like, is she ever gonna even like say anything about it? Or is she just gonna never come back? It's just very strange. But if I were her and I would stay out of the drama. If she does want to come back to her channel, I wouldn't come back talking about any of that. I would just say I want to move on and be done with it and leave it in the past and get back to what I love, get back to my art of makeup. Because she just stirs up this drama and disappears. It's like, I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I really like Tati. I don't know. So yeah, that is it for our drama for the month. Let me know if I missed anything, and I will see you guys in next month's drama video.